So, who's ready for a fight? And an easily cheesable one. Yeah, just hide in this hole and you should be fine. Actually, I'm not even sure if this Gamma Metroid can attack you here if you drop down this specific spot. But anyway, that's the single Gamma of Area 4. And that's all of Area 4. So, yeah. Area 4 is not too long. And yeah, because of the big energies, you can really just face tank your way through here. So, let's see how many Metroids we need. Only 2. Wow. Yeah, things are getting a bit less dispersed. And honestly, it's a nice break from Area 3's hecticness. Especially with how I handled it. Thank you for your energy. Now it's interesting, but I don't remember seeing Octrolls in the remake. Then again, a lot of enemies for the remake of this game got changed. And yeah, no, much like Area 3, the death fluid here in Area 4 hasn't gone down at all. We're actually headed to a different area entirely. We're headed to Area 5. And Area 5's interesting. It only has the 2 Metroids, as we know. But also, it is home to a single energy recharge station and a missile recharge station. So, with that, we actually have some safety. The plasma beam also doesn't quite work at points. So, one thing that I find odd, Area 5 doesn't connect to Area 6. That death puddle we found in Area 4, yeah, that goes to Area 6. Area 5 is completely separate. This is how I say the remake did one thing better. Area 5 and 6 are actually connected in that. So it makes it feel like the game actually has some semblance of where you need to go, and you don't have to do this weird loop. So with Area 5, we have 2 paths to go. I'm going to go down the left path, as that leads to an alpha. Going down the right path leads to a gamma. But the other thing that changes is, if you're low on missiles, but you have enough to defeat a gamma safely, then you go down the right path. And here we have... Give me a second. I always think... Yeah, these are flits. You're supposed to use them to get across the room, but if you're good enough at space jumping and they don't trip you up, you'll be fine. Besides, at the end of this room, you get an energy recharge station. So, there's our there's our alpha. Who's ready to play volleyball? that wasn't the cleanest alpha fight, but also, at the bottom of this room you have some death fluid puddles, so your best bet is to fight it any way you can. Trying to volleyball it can be a bit difficult, but also, it's not too hard to get to work. The other way you can handle this room, if you notice, the ceiling has no spikes, so you're safe to use the spider ball. Had to think for a second. Then again, Area 3 took a number on my sanity. So, now we head on to fight our Gamma, who guards the missile recharge station. And the Hellzen bodyguards, which I despise. I mean, you have the plasma beam, why can't you just shoot through their shells? The wave beam can do that, and every other beam besides the ice beam inherits the wave beam's ability to go through terrain. And what I just destroyed there was a Moto. Yeah, they drop big energy and are taken out with one shot of the plasma beam. And who's ready for something Mega Man? Now, I've never played, well, really any Mega Man besides Mega Man 0, and I'm not too great at it. So, these flits work like Yoku blocks. I may not have played Mega Man, but I sure know my terminologies. Okay, you're being annoying. There we go. I don't feel bad about the amount of missiles we used, especially since we can get a recharge. Health, on the other hand, I would have liked to not have used up as much. So with that, we can make our way back to Area 4. And much like our return trip from the Alpha, you could just use the spider ball to go across the ceiling. Now going back, those Hellzens are going to be a bit of a problem. Seriously, dislike those things. Ah, I made it through. Now you die. And I might as well take them out just so that then I have the chance of energy. And try not do what I just did there, where I traded energy for less energy. Not gonna deal with it, just move along. And don't worry, there are no power-ups in areas 4 and 5. We're so close to the end of the game now that it's just kind of a mad dash of defeating Metroids. Area 6, on the other hand, well, that's a different story. That holds the remaining upgrades of our arsenal. Mainly, literally the final upgrade besides missile packs and an energy tank. I say an energy tank since you can only have a max of 5 reserve energy tanks, I should clarify. The 6th one won't do anything, so you have that extra. And now we have glowflies. At least I remember their names being glowflies. Yeah, glowflies. They hold energy as well. But with how they are, just don't bother with them. They'll move from one wall to the next, Next. And now we have Dribbles, who will shoot a projectile, as well as the addition of Screeks. Screeks will rise up from the lava and attempt to shoot at you. Dribbles will bomb you from above. Dribbles drop missiles, and I believe Screeks drop energy. Yeah, big energy as well. And it may seem like Screeks are infinite spawn enemies, but they aren't. They're just a one and done type deal. And here's the first and only appearance of missile-only blocks, as well as our next death pool. It's not the only appearance of the remaining death pool, but it is something. Now, for some glowflies, they'll be easily set up for you to take out, so might as well. Especially if you're low on energy. There we are. Just get some energy back. I mean, getting an E-tank will fully restore it, but we have a bit of a challenge ahead of us. Readying your missiles tells you what's happening. That was genuinely the cleanest gamma I've ever had. So, that was a nice gamma fight. And now we have an interesting debacle. We can head through a couple of places, and actually I need to quickly head back into this room. I didn't grab something I should have grabbed. Going through this Metroid husk, we fall into this water. And right over here, we have a missile tank upgrade. Yeah, it's a good idea to grab that. I mean, no sense leaving it behind when it's right there. And there's nothing else connected to this water. So you're free to move along once you grab that missile tank. Now, in here, we have some options of where to go. If I could just... Okay. There we are. At the top here, we have a save station. And I think that's a good spot for a quick, refreshing pause. I'll be back with you in a bit.